tonight I was going to go after audio narration, and I'm a little challenged with it of how to do this. So we'll figure our way through this a little bit. Mainly because I know that like when I start plugging in microphones, I don't know that I'm going to be able to hear your audio, because sometimes the audio runs through the microphone and you have to have headphones and stuff. So it may be a little difficult, and making sure that you guys can hear any audio that I'm working in. And audio narration by itself, it doesn't live by itself, because audio narration without storyline or without PowerPoint is just an MP3 file. So
how did you call it again, Barry? Is audio?
Audio.
Uh-huh.
AUDIO, audio.
Barry, when you say audio narration, you're talking about in videos and courses, like in general, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about recording your voice or somebody else's voice to create a narration file that you're going to use in your content.
So I did some research over the summer, thinking that I would, if I was going to do some freelancing or whatnot, that I would need things and stuff. So I actually did some research on different quality mics and found one. I can share the link in a second, but she did reviews of mics and the sound quality, and she tested different ones. And so using my instructional funds in my department, instead of buying it first for myself personally, I bought it with my work money. So I actually have a mic.
Oh, cool. What do you have? What did you buy?
I bought the Audio-Technica ATR 2100. And so it can be used with a real fancy, like it's like the real fancy traditional mic. So it can be plugged into a soundboard.
That's complex, yeah.
Or it is USB and USB-C. So this was the one that she recommended in terms of best sound quality, best at reducing background noise. She even commented at one point that there were dogs barking in the background outside, and that this mic reduced that. So I'll go here in a second and look that up. But I did, I ordered myself one and one for my faculty. So we have two in our department.
And how much did that mic cost?
It was $100, and then I also bought the pop filter with it. And it was ordered through state government, blah, blah, blah. So it actually might be able to be achieved a little cheaper if you can search for a good deal. We have to purchase from within specific vendors through our e-procurement. So I didn't have a lot of choice on who I could buy from. So I did have to use a state vendor, but you might be able to get it cheaper.
So guess what mic I have that I've been using for like 10 years?
The same one?
It's close. This is an Audio-Technica AT 2020.
Nice.
For 10 years.
Now, I'm holding it in my hand and I don't have my mic stand with me. My mic stand is somewhere else. But that's the mic I've been using for a long time. And it's got a little square thing in it like that goes in the bottom. So I don't have the XLR input output. But now, I think the answer to the thing that you were talking about is called a cardioid mic.
Yes, that was the word. I couldn't remember the word.
Do you know why it doesn't pick up the dogs barking?
I don't. I know she explained it in the video, and I need to find that for you guys. I know she explained it in the video. I don't remember.
Okay, so on this mic, there's an icon here on the front. Okay, that tells you that's the front. And then on the back, it says back right there. Okay. The way a cardioid mic works is look at the top and think of a heart. So it goes around and then around with a gap in the back, which means it's not picking up any sound from behind it. And in the video, it's like, so it's the back, which means that if I'm here and there's a lot of noise over there, it's not going to pick it up very well. Which also means that if you're sitting and you're interviewing somebody, this mic is going to suck. because the other person on the other side of that mic is not going to get picked up as well as your voice. And there is no way to change that.
Okay.
This is, if you look on the box, it says it is a cardioid condenser microphone. So cardioid is the key. Think of it as a heart. Cardiovascular.
Okay.
Now, I'll show you another option. This is the mic I bought for myself. This is called a Blue Yeti.
Blue Yeti.
Yeti has a thing on the back, right there, and you can see there's different choices. One of those, the one that's selected right now, is the cardioid. Can you see it? You see it looks shaped like a heart? Can you guys tell that?
It's like a Yeti.
Okay.
It's called a Blue Yeti.
Blue Yeti.
Yep. But you can see like this one here has two circles, one in the front and one in the back. This one has circle all the way around. And then the other one is, what is that? It's like the sides. So this one has the ability to do what I'm talking about with like an interview or a podcast, or it has the ability to do the other. And it's got, this is what's called gain. So this is the microphone volume of what it picks up. And then this on the front is headphone volume. So on the bottom, there's a headphone jack. So you plug your headphones in. So like when I plug this into my computer, I can't hear anything. I have to plug headphones into this mic.
Say that again. When you plug that, the microphone into
when I plug the microphone into my USB, it turns off the speakers on my computer.
Okay.
I have to plug in headphones here and then I can hear.
Okay.
Oh, because it doesn't want to pick up the sound from the speakers in the mic.
Correct. So you don't get a feedback.
So if you have a headset that's USB, it should still work as long as your speakers are chosen as the headset rather than the external
Probably there's
speakers.
a lot of jiggering you got to do to make that work. Now I also have this. I don't really use this, but it's a headphone mic. And this is a USB also. And we found that this one seemed to work well with Microsoft Teams for some reason. Microsoft Teams needed a USB headset as opposed to a regular headset for some reason. I don't know.
Interesting.
So there's lots of different options. Let me share something with you. So here's the AT2020 mic at $149 on Amazon. There's the Blue Yeti at $129. You can get the Blue Yeti at Best Buy. You can get it at Walmart. You can get it at Target. I've seen them all over the place. A lot of this kind of stuff for like podcasting and things like that have gone, and you can get them in the regular stores. It's, you know, you can also go to a music store if you have like a, was the Guitar Center or something, or Sam Ash. If you have that near you, you can do that. The mic stand that I have for my AT2020, this thing, that mic stand has since bit the dust. It did not survive. It was not sturdy at all. It lasted a couple of years and then it died. And part of it is because so many people handled it. We used to pass this mic around.
So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So I plugged in the new mic and just turned it on. And I did have to make a change down here on my screen to make sure that it had selected the correct microphone for.
You're a lot louder and crisp.
And you sound much cleaner.
Yeah, that's what I wondered.
Yes.
That's what I wondered. And I'm holding it way down low because I'm a loud person anyways.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
I could set a microphone like across the room and still, I have teacher voice. Vanessa knows what I'm talking about. I have teacher voice.
I'm going to plug my mic in and see what happens.
All right.
Oh God, let me lower the volume on my computer. Hold on.
All of a sudden, your volume got louder. How do I sound? Is it really loud?
I had a little
Hear
bit.
me?
Mm,
Yeah, I can hear you. I didn't
Hello?
think it was quite as loud.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Like I didn't see a loudness difference, but I have a headset on.
Well, also, have you noticed a quality change?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay, so I can't hear that change. So there is one though. So okay, good. I'm not going to plug the other one in because I know that I can't hear through that. But this one allowed me to be able to hear because I can hear you guys.
Is that the
Awesome.
Blue Yeti?
No, this
That's
is
the
Or the
ATR.
other one, the black one?
The first one.
That's the Audio Technica.
yeah. And by the way, when you plug it in, you get a little blue light, so you know which one is the front, and which one's the back.
Me too.
Oh, there you are. Sorry. It was all mixed up on my screen.
So
I minimized everyone.
So I'm not going to turn this whole discussion into a discussion about mics, but I am going to say that audio is really important. People are willing to forgive crappy visuals. People will not forgive crappy audio. Not going to happen. If you had to listen to somebody with, or a hum from the fan or something for a 30-minute video, it doesn't matter what I'm trying to tell you. You don't care.
Even in a live session, having somebody, I've been in a couple of sessions, particularly the earbuds that have the mic that is embedded in the wiring, those can be really like my hair would make noise. And I had done a session, it was a professional development session that I attended, and the woman had her AirPods in. And so her hair was moving around and made the most awful racket until she, pushed her hair behind her ear and it cleared it up. But it was horrible.
It is.
And
It's very hard to
miserable.
listen to somebody that has bad audio. So just remember, if you're going to invest in anything for videos that you're going to create, a mic is the first thing you should spend money on. So
I just unplugged my mic. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. The pop filter, we had a pop filter for a long time. We don't.
What's
I
a
don't use
pop
it anymore
filter?
'cause I
That's
feel
Oh,
like
hang on.
micro-
I have an example. That's a pop filter.
Yeah. Have you guys ever
Is
seen
it?
like the musicians when they sing and they got that circular thing in front of the mic that they sing through?
Is
And
it
what
a
it does
spit
is
guard or
it-
something?
It
What?
reduces the plosives. So the p, those
the P's
plosive
and the
sounds of
K's and the
speech,
T's and the hard letters, it
it
softens
reduces
that up.
those.
Because when I show you guys the audio editing tool, you'll see in there that like when you use a word that has that hard sound at the end, it'll spike really hard.
It's mesh.
Yeah.
Like it's
I was real
it's
cheapy for a while,
Basi-
and what I did was I bought a sewing hoop, like one of those
Pantyhose.
round hoops, and I put pantyhose in it.
that's exactly what this feels like. This feels like black knee highs or black
That's what I did.
pantyhose.
And
Attach
I
that to the
just held it. Whenever
microphone?
I was speaking, I just held it up.
So you
I
could
didn't
do a
want to buy one.
cross stitch hoop.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it was called, a cross stitch.
Since this wasn't my money, I did buy the real thing.
Yeah, but they're not that expensive. They're like-
They aren't. No, it was not that
Before they
expensive.
disappear.
I'm
Use
not
the
a woman.
funds
I don't
before they
happen to have
leave.
pantyhose laying around, so my costs were a little higher to make
That's
mine,
my headset.
and I was cheap, so
So you are all set, Jennifer.
I do have knee highs in my in
You
my
have-
drawer in the
That's good. You have
Yeah.
everything there.
Do you know if that mic requires a pop filter by chance? Because some of these mics have a thing in them to protect it, so you don't need it. Because I
It
have to
does
use one on
not,
my
but
Yeti.
she recommended it, so I just went with, because the video I shared the link in the chat. She will alternate during the test. She will alternate and she will do both with and without pop filter as well.
Oh, okay.
So I did, just because I know I'm a loud speaker anyways. And so I feel like I'm gonna be more plosive when it comes to those plosive sounds in speech. I'm gonna have them. They're gonna be there and they're gonna be strong.
So that means that I need one.